Hi, I'm Matt D. Scott from AVNation. We're here with Penny Stiller from Draper to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So this is, as you know, InfoComm 14, and it's a brand new booth for you guys.
It is. And the really cool thing is we built this thing in our factory from concept to completion. We have invested a great deal of money in the last couple of years in advanced metal fabrication equipment. And this shows off some of what we are able to do for our customers in custom product development. The logos are cut with a laser cutter. We have plasma cutting. We're doing some custom shapes like the curve up there. And really fun, the 3 layers up there in the upper marquee of the booth are all separate layers of metal, cut to shape, of course backlit. So our designers had a good time developing this piece.
It sure looks like it. Again, it's one of those things to be able to show the custom element and how much custom products you can produce for clients for the customers is a huge advancement for screen manufacturing and really any manufacturing in general to be able to, again, produce in-house your own stuff and display it in a manner like this, which we really don't see. We're used to seeing booths designed by random companies that just do trade show displays. This is one that's all in-house, something definitely to be proud of.
It's very different. And we've used this kind of capability. Last week we shipped 50 units of a newly designed custom product just for one specific customer's need. They think that it's a need that you might need to make more for.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Again, it's something that allows you to differentiate yourself from the competition and, in all sense of the word, become more than just a screen manufacturer. You're providing that custom solution that, as a dealer myself, we love. We love the ability to go in and say, hey, we're doing this project with this product, and we need it in this, with this curve or whatever it is, and send it off to you guys and have you do it all in-house, opposed to us trying to figure out how to get that accomplished. So,
yeah.
Very nice.
Love to be able to say yes to those questions too.
Always say yes. It's great. All right. Perfect. We are, again, here at Draper still, and we're talking about their Surface Selector Pro and how that allows you to guarantee that you are getting, see, we're guaranteeing it now, sorry about this, but we're guaranteeing that you will get the proper screen surface for all of your products in your rooms. Again, make sure that you get that right product spec for that room properly. So tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, we got some great tools for this. We have recently opened our Draper Pro portal, and in order to access our Surface Selector Pro, you have to register for our Pro portal. Now everyone can register. You do not have to be a dealer in order to register for the portal. There's a login button right on our website with an option to register, and if you register with a dealer account number, you will have access to some things that the general public does not. But everyone who wants to make good use of the tools can register as a Draper Pro and access the Surface Selector Pro. So once you have entered the Pro portal and chosen the Surface Selector Pro, then you enter parameters about your project. The contrast ratio that you need to achieve based on the InfoComm standards, information about your projector, the screen size, the throw, everything that goes into that decision. And then, based on the parameters you've entered, our selector will show you, by turning all the surfaces green, that will work well with that set of parameters. The ones that are not green will have a highlighted cell that shows where the problem is. So it might be with certain set of parameters, matte white might yield enough contrast. Or depending on the throw for that projector, you might have a hot spotting issue. So then the throw distance cell will light up in our display. So from there you have a good set of options of surfaces that will work and you can actually just click on to see which products are available with that surface.
Gotcha. So again, it's just taking the questions and the chance of essentially specking the product completely out of the equation. This makes it very easy to come in and see the best options that are available to you that fit your project proposition and go from there.
Right.
Now, will the dealers, will they have access to pricing from that point? Potentially? Maybe sort of? So now I'm putting you on the spot.
The dealers through the portal can download all the pricing documents that reflect their actual costs.
Yeah, so you're giving them essentially a very easy one-stop shop to go inspect the proper product, go to the right surface, see all the different drawings that fit that, have that surface available and fit your parameters, and then price it right off all over the board.
Right. I did fail to mention that they also should be entering information about the lighting conditions in the space. That's a key factor that I've kind of overlooked there.
But again, the fact that it's available there and able to easily import it takes a lot of the guesswork out of dealers looking at just a product spec sheet and going, should be good, but this doesn't take that question out of the equation. Excellent. Hey, we're here with Steve Cook. He's the National AV Consultant Manager for Draper, and he's going to tell us all about the new TechVision screen and some other fanciness, aren't you?
Sure.
Excellent.
So about three and a half years ago, Draper invested over $1 million in a new material manufacturing process, and the product came to be called TechVision. It lets us basically do custom runs of material. Traditionally, most of the vinyl materials out of the market are mass-produced, extruded vinyl material. They basically come out of machines at a very fast rate. Quality control is not the greatest. Gain tolerances, things like that can be a little all over the place. One of the examples of what your limitations to that are the way the material comes out. You can control the gloss level on it with embossment, things like that, adding a texture to the material. But that's about it. The way it comes out is pretty much the way it is. With this new process, this pretty much lets us customize runs of material. We can make custom materials, different types of materials, and we can add reflectivity and things like that into the formulation. One of the examples of that is a typical high contrast gray, looks something like this in tint, but all those materials they just have a little bit of black tint in the material, and that helps a little bit in ambient light, but not much. You really have to add reflectivity components, and that makes the material what we call more angular reflective. So this material here has more reflectivity in it. That helps bring the gain up. It also helps reject ambient light away. So the biggest example of that is here on this screen here. This is our most ambient light rejecting TechVision. It's called MS1000X. It's very dark gray. It's also got the most concentration of reflectivity in it. So it's trying to take the bad light that's off axis, it's trying to bounce it away from the audience. So here we've got a fluorescent light with a very poor diffusion screen on it.
Which is what you're going to find in every classroom, every boardroom, all over the place, right? You're dealing with these every day.
Right. Most training rooms have fluorescent lights with poor diffusers and a lot of bad light. So this is trying to take that light, bounce it to the floor, but it's trying to take the projector light and bounce that back to the audience. All right. So it does a very good job. So we have about 10 candles of light on the screen.
Right.
That's bad. Most training rooms are only 7 or 8. Most poor lit classrooms are usually 12 to 15. So this is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. So if I were to hold even one of our premium grade white materials up there, you'll see that white materials don't do well with black. So wherever you see black, you're going to see it takes that black and it just kind of washes out. Because it doesn't know what to do with that light other than spread it out, whether it's good or bad. All right? So white materials just don't handle off-axis light very well. So we've got three whites initially, 1.3, 1.6, 1.8 gain, all for kind of different types of applications where you need a lot of gain. But the grays are going to handle the best for ambient light projecting. The darkest, most shiniest ones, but if you have wide off-axis viewing, then you don't want to back into something like this. This is called XH900X. It doesn't have as much reflectivity, it's a little bit lighter. It still handles very well in off-axis and ambient light.
Yes.
Okay, but it's just going to do a lot better in real wide off-axis seating.
And again, we can use your Surface Selector Pro to help, take our measurements in the room, take measurements of our projectors, and find out exactly which one of these screen materials is going to work best in that given room.
The calculator really kind of helps you sort of see some trip points.
Right.
So when you start putting in lighting information, even if you don't know exactly what it is, it shows you some examples, and you can enter them in, and then you can quickly see that whites fall off very quickly. And you can see the trip points. And then you can get into grays, then more angular reflective grays, and you can see how they get better and better as you get down to the calculator.
Very nice. Now, is this a new frame as well?
So this frame is called Profile. It's our thin bezel screen. It gives you a very large screen that looks more like a big flat panel. It can actually go very big. The actual frame is a pretty wide, thick frame. If you feel in the back, it's actually about a 4-inch frame. We can go 12.5 feet wide with it. But what we're doing is, instead of attaching the material to the back, we wrap it around from the front, and then we slide the thin bezel over that, and so we get a nice thin bezel look.
How big will this screen go?
So we go 150 inches wide.
Really? Very nice.
So over here, on this screen here, we've got one of our Onyx screens. So this is just one of our frames that we've had for years called the Onyx. It's got a 4-inch bevel frame. Very popular for screens up to about 16 feet wide. And we can curve it. So we're just showing an application where it's curved. And we don't do a lot of curve unless we get into simulation, things like that. A lot of times in simulation we get into blending. So we came out with another material after the first 5 came out. It's called XT1000X. It's a true high-performing matte white material. So for maximum white brightness uniformity from center to edge, this is going to do the best for blending, screening rooms, critical viewing applications. It's going to have the best uniformity across the whole screen.
And I see it's ISF certified.
All of our materials are ISF certified except for one. We do have to, I think, go back and make a tweak to one. So we're sort of in a catch-up mode where we're trying to get caught up. We're trying to get caught up in production. But all the materials except the 900X are ISF certified for 4K. They have a certification for 4K. It looks at colorimetry and there's a 4K test for that.
For more information on the Surface Selector Pro and all of these screens, visit Draper online on their website at draperinc.com. For more information from us and more videos about these products and many others, visit us at AVNation.tv.